Hello friends, welcome to all of you. Myself, Inam ki Pooja Suresh. I am working on Sadguru College of Agriculture, Mirasgaon, Department Soil Science and Agricultural Chemistry. So today we have discussed about the topic biochemistry of nitrate assimilation. So actually, what is meant by nitrate assimilation? So this nitrate assimilation, it is essential for the synthesis of organic matter. So what are the introduction? So living matter contain a large amount of nitrogen incorporated in protein, also nucleic acid and many other biomolecules. This organic nitrogen is present in oxidation state. Third, as in the form of ammonia. So during the autotrophic growth, the nitrogen demand for the formation of cell matter is met by inorganic nitrogen in two alternative ways. So first way is the fixation of molecular nitrogen from air, and second one way is the assimilation of nitrate to ammonia contained in water or soil. So these are the two steps. Then in case of nitrogen assimilation is the formation of organic nitrogen compounds like amino acids from inorganic nitrogen compound present in environment. Organisms like a plant, fungi and certain bacteria that cannot be fixed gaseous nitrogen, that is N2, depend on the ability to assimilate nitrate or ammonia for their needs. Means in case of nitrogen assimilation means the available form of nitrogen, so they are nitrate nitrogen, they are converted into nitrite, and nitrite they are converted into ammonium. Means NO3 minus minus they are converted into NO2 minus minus, and NO2 is converted into ammonium with the help of some bacteria, with the help of nitrate reductase. So in the presence of some oxygen or oxidation, so this organic nitrogen component like amino acids from the inorganic nitrogen component present into the environment. So other organisms like animal depend entire on organic nitrogen from their food. Plant absorb nitrogen from soil in the form of nitrate, that is NO3 minus, and ammonia, that is NH3. In aerobic soil where nitrification can occur, nitrate is usually the predominant form of available nitrogen that is absorbed. Means these are the nitrate is the available form of nitrogen. So plant or soil they are easily absorb this form, and after absorbing or accepting this form, then this available form, the nitrogen is the soil, this nitrogen are providing to the plant. Then the nitrate assimilation with the help of the green plant, some fungi and some bacteria, how to work done. So first one NO3 minus, that is the nitrate. So this nitrate with the help of some NADH, that is the energy rich component, plus in the presence of hydrogen atom, they are reacting to each other with the help of nitrate reductase. Then this NO3 means nitrate are converted into nitrite, NO2 minus. So one water molecule are released, and NAD plus are these energy molecules are removed in the form of NAD. Means NADH involving the hydrogen atom are involving in the water molecule. Then these Na2 minus plus 8 hydrogen atom are reacting, or 6 electron are involving in this reaction. These NO2 are converted into NH4, that is the ammonium, and 2 water molecule are released. These are the nitrate with the help of nitrate reductase. These are the actually how nitrogen assimilation are conducted in the soil. So you know that nitrogen fixation. So atmospheric nitrogen are not the available form of nitrogen. The plant are not accepted this atmospheric nitrogen. So this atmospheric nitrogen with the help of some bacteria, Nitrobacter, Nitrosomonas bacter, these bacteria, these atmospheric nitrogen, they are converted into ammonia Again this ammonium they are react with the help of some bacteria. They are converted into nitrate and nitrate they are converted into nitrate, and nitrate is the available form of nitrogen. So this form soil and plant are accepted, and then the how many amount of nitrogen and available form of nitrogen they are requiring, then remaining part of the available form of nitrogen they are converted into again atmospheric nitrogen. So that is a nitrogen fixation. So similar the nitrate assimilation means their organic component they are converted into inorganic component with the help of some bacteria and also fungi. Then nitrate reductase convert nitrate to ammonium. Nitrate is a highly reactive potential toxic ion. Plant cells immediately transport the nitrate generated by nitrate reduction from the cytosol into chloroplast in a leaves and plastid in the roots. Means in case of leaves they have present some chloroplast, and plastid they are present into the roots. This nitrate assimilation generally followed in the leaves and followed in the also roots. So in case of in these organelles the enzyme nitrate reductase reduce the nitrate to ammonium according to the following overall reaction. They are seen in this slide. That is the nitrate reductase is encoded in the nucleus and synthesized in the cytoplasm with N-terminal transit peptide that target into the plastid. They are followed first of all seen in this because chloroplast they are present forming in the photosynthesis process. So they are seen in this yellow color, they are highlighted light reaction in the photosynthesis with the help of FAD and FAM. These are the energy releasing molecule. With the help of this cofactor these light through photosynthesis are completed, and then they are converted into with the help of nitrate reductase Hemi and Hemi, FAM, FAD. These are the nitrate, they are converted into nitrite, and nitrate converted into ammonia. So these are the actual reaction of nitrate assimilation. So ammonia assimilation, conversion of ammonia generated from nitrate assimilation or photorespiration into amino acids. Two pathways, primary pathway and second one is the alternative pathway. With the help of these two pathways the ammonia assimilation is followed. So two enzymes are involving in the primary pathway. So first one is the glutamine synthetase available in a two form, in a cytosol and root plastid shoot or shoot chloroplast. Then second one is the glutamate synthesis also known as the GOGAT, that is the coding. GOGAT means glutamine 2-oxoglutarate aminotransferase. So these are the primary pathway. Then second one is glutamine synthetase action. They are followed in the cytosolic form, and in case of cytosolic form in case of chloroplast, and in root plastid in case of shoot chloroplast form. So cytosolic form expressed in the germinating seed only or in vesicular bundle of roots and shoots produced a glutamine for intracellular nitrogen transport. And in case of root plastid or shoot chloroplast form, in a root it produces the amide nitrogen for local consumption, and in shoot it reassimilate photorespiratory for ammonium. Then what are the importance and significance of nitrate assimilation? The reduction of nitrate to nitrate to ammonia to produce the two partial reaction. Nitrate is assimilation in the leaves and also in the roots. In most fully grown herbaceous plant, nitrate assimilation occur primarily in the leaves, although nitrate assimilation in the root often play a major role at the early growth stage of the plant. Construct many woody plant, for example trees, shrubs, as well as the legumes such as the soybean, assimilated nitrate mainly in the roots. So assimilated nitrate mainly in the roots, so they are easily shown that The root occur the some nodules, that's why the nitrate are totally assimilate or they are fixed into the roots. Then the transport of nitrate into the root cells proceed as a some port with the two proton. A proton gradient across the plasma membrane generated by an hydrogen phosphate ATP derives the uptake of nitrate against the concentration gradient. The ATP required for the formation of the proton gradient is mostly provided by mitochondrial respiration. The nitrate taken up into the root cell can be stored there temporarily in the vacuole. As discussed, nitrate is reduced to ammonium in the epidermal and cortical cells of the root. This ammonia is mainly used for the synthesis of glutamine and asparagine. So they are shown in this nitrate reductase transfer electron from NADH to nitrite, and shown in the A figure, and B figure shown in the enzyme contain 3 dominant where FAD, Hemi and the molybdenum cofactor MOCO are bounded to each other. They are also shown in this figure nitrate assimilation in the root and leaves of the plant. So in case of leaves part, that is the mesophyll cell, they are shown in the leaf part. Chloroplast are present in the leaves. With the help of some energy involving molecules like or also cofactors, FAD, FAM, then in case of NAD, NADPH. So this, with the help of this factor, these amino acid are totally they are reductase and they are converted into nitrate form. Then this reaction is carried out in the xylem in the case of plant part. Then in case of root, they are already rooted in the soil. So with the help of this root cell, in case of root, some plastids are present in the root cells, some vacuoles. The nitrate are converted into nitrite and nitrite are converted into ammonia. They are seen in the vacuoles, they are present nitrate, they are seen in this slide. Vacuoles, they are present nitrate form of nitrogen. After reacting with the help of some cofactors NADH and NAD, these nitrate reductase, with the help of nitrate reductase enzyme, they are converted into nitrite. Again these nitrite are converted into ammonium. This reaction is carried out in the leucopast, then with the help of nitrate reductase. So these are the root cells, they are present into the soil. So these are the nitrate assimilation, the root and leaves of the plant. Then nitrate assimilation also takes place in the root. As I mentioned, nitrate assimilation occur in the part and in some species even mainly in the roots. Ammonium taken up from the soil is normally fixed in the roots. The reduction of nitrate and nitrate as well as fixation of NH4, that is ammonium, proceed the root cells in an analogous way to the mesophyll cell. So nitrate assimilation is strictly controlled during the photosynthesis. CO2 assimilation and nitrate assimilation have to be matched to each other. Nitrate assimilation can progress only when carbon dioxide is assimilation provide to carbon skeleton for the amino acids. Moreover, nitrate assimilation must be regulated in such a way that production of amino acid does not exceed demand. Finally, it is important that nitrate reduction does not proceed faster than nitrate reduction, since otherwise toxic level of nitrate would accumulate in the cells. So large amount of nitrate means they are a toxic substance, they are accumulate in the cell. Then In case of under certain conditions, such a dangerous accumulation of nitrate can indeed occur in root when excessive moisture take up the soil anaerobic. Then nitrate reductase is also regulated by reversible covalent modification. The regulation of de novo synthesis of nitrate reductase allow regulations of the enzyme activity within a time span of hour. This would not be sufficient to prevent an accumulation of nitrate in the plant during darkening or sudden shading of the plant. A rapid inactivation of nitrate reductase in the time span of minute occur via phosphorylation of the nitrate reductase protein. They are shown in the figure number 9, regulation of the nitrate reductase. So, how to regulate the nitrate reductase? So, they are shown in this figure or diagram. So, nitrate reductase gene with the help of nitrate reductase, they are in the presence of ATP, ADP, they are converted into ammonium. So, the end product of nitrate assimilation in a whole spectrum of amino acids, the carbohydrate form as the product of carbon dioxide assimilation are transported from the leaves via the sewage tube to various parts of the plants only in the defined transport form, such sucrose, sugar alcohol, for example sorbitol or raffinose, depending on the species. Sorbitol, that is the sugar alcohol, means sugar or carbohydrate, they are reacting with the help of alcohol, then the sugar alcohol product is formed, they are called as sorbitol. So these are the or raffinose, depending on the species. CO2 assimilation provides the carbon skeleton to synthesize the end product of nitrate assimilation. So CO2 assimilation provide the carbon skeleton required for the synthesis to the various amino acid. Figure 10 give the overview of the origin of carbon skeleton of individual amino acid. They are shown in the figure number 10. The carbon skeleton for the synthesis of amino acids provided by CO2 assimilation. They are shown in this figure. Thank you.